My boss misclassified me as a contractor to save taxes. I filed IRS Form SS-8 and cost him $500,000 in back taxes and penalties. I worked as a lead graphic designer for a mid-sized marketing agency. I worked 40 hours a week, 9 to 5, at the office, using the company's computers and software. My boss, Gary, controlled every minute of my day and approved every single design. But on payday, Gary paid me as an independent contractor on a 1099 form. This meant he didn't have to pay for my health insurance, overtime, unemployment insurance, or his share of Social Security taxes. He was effectively saving 15% on payroll taxes by cheating the system and passing the tax burden on to me. After 2 years of hard work, I asked Gary to officially hire me as a W-2 employee so I could get health benefits. Gary laughed and fired me on the spot. "Contractors can be terminated at any time without cause," he sneered. "Good luck finding a new gig." He was right. I couldn't sue for wrongful termination because I wasn't technically an employee. But Gary made a fatal mistake. He didn't know about the IRS crackdown on worker misclassification. I didn't sue him. Instead, I downloaded IRS Form SS-8, Determination of Worker Status for Purposes of Federal Employment Taxes. I filled it out meticulously. I submitted emails showing Gary set my work hours. I submitted photos of the office equipment he forced me to use. The IRS rule is simple. If the boss controls how and when you work, you are an employee, not a contractor. 6 months later, the IRS issued their ruling. I was, legally, an employee. But it didn't stop there. The ruling triggered a full-scale payroll audit of Gary's agency for the last 3 years. The IRS discovered that Gary had misclassified all 15 of his designers as contractors. The consequences were nuclear. The IRS reclassified everyone retroactively. Gary was hit with a bill for 3 years of unpaid Social Security, Medicare, and unemployment taxes for the entire staff, plus massive penalties for payroll fraud. The total tax bill was over $500,000. Gary's agency couldn't survive the hit. He had to liquidate his assets and file for bankruptcy. He tried to save 15% on taxes to buy a new Porsche, and he ended up losing 100% of his business. I destroyed a business because the owner was greedy and exploited his workers. Some people say I should have just moved on and found a new job instead of ruining his livelihood. Do you think reporting a boss to the IRS for misclassification is fair justice or too vindictive? Tell me your verdict in the comments.